Hey, what's up guys? Evan here again with another deck review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Animal Kingdom deck from Theory 11. It is a really neat deck. I love the look of it. It's the first fully custom deck from Theory 11 in a long time. To start out with, we'll take a look at the box. The box has a really nice bright orange color and some nice embossing all over, which is really cool. It's a very detailed box and overall just looks really nice. The top says Animal Kingdom, and then right here it says crafted by Hatch Designs, so that's the company that designed it. And the back you have the back design. On this side it says $1 per deck benefits the World Wildlife Fund, so $1 from every deck that is sold goes to the WWF. And this side says Animal Kingdom. The bottom you've got the Theory 11 logo and some copyright info. And then the seal, I folded it over just to keep it intact. The seal is really cool. It's got the spade on there with a nice little design around it, and it's a tax stamp style seal, which is really neat. And then the inside of the box is actually really cool. I love this about the deck. It's got a nice pattern all on the inside of the box, and I think that's really neat. It just stands out, and when you open the box, it just takes you by surprise a little bit. So first we'll take a look at the extra cards that you get with the deck. You get these two ad cards or info cards, and they're both different, so that's pretty cool, and they have the back design on the back. And next we'll take a look at the Jokers and the Ace of Spades. The Jokers are pretty cool, very creative. They're hyenas, and they are two different colors. This one has more red and this one has more blue, so you could use that for a color change. So that's what the Jokers look like. There's the red one, and here is the blue one. Now here's the Ace of Spades. The neat thing about this deck is that none of the artwork is perfect, so it has a hand-drawn look, which is really neat, and that's something that makes this deck sort of unique. So the Ace of Spades is a little plain, so some people may not like that, but others might like it. I think it's pretty cool, but definitely not one of my favorite Ace of Spades. Now we'll take a look at the number cards. There are your hearts, and the indices also in the corners right here and here are custom, so that's very nice. The hearts and diamonds are a nice orange color to go with that bright box and everything, so that's really neat. And the clubs and spades look like they're a dark brown, but I can't tell if it's a brown or a black, so I'm not exactly sure. But again, you can see that none of the design is perfect, so you can see it definitely in this one. That one's like a little bit crooked, so it's kind of cool. Some people are going to like it and some people aren't. There are your diamonds, which like I said are orange, and there are your spades. So the pips are really neat, definitely something different. Now let's take a look at the court cards, which are really awesome. Each suit of court cards has a different theme to go along with the Animal Kingdom theme of the deck. So the clubs are a swamp theme, the spades are an Arctic theme, the diamonds are jungle themed, and the hearts are grassland themed. So you'll notice that throughout this. So here's your King of Spades. As you can see, that's a walrus, and that goes with the Arctic theme, which is the spades. Now we'll take a look at the hearts. So there's your King of Hearts, which is the grasslands theme, and you can see there's a lion there. And the artwork is really neat. It's just a very colorful, bright looking deck. There's your Jack of Clubs, so there is the swamp theme. So you've got a frog there, so it's got a really nice look to it. And here is the King of Diamonds, which is the jungle theme, so you've got a gorilla or some other monkey there. So very cool court cards, and I've heard a lot of people say that they like them. I've heard a few people say that they don't. I personally think that they're really cool. So now we'll take a look at the back design. The back design is really neat, it's full of detail, and it's definitely unique. It's a one-way back, but it's very subtle. I'm not going to point it out because then everyone's going to know it, but if you got this deck, it shouldn't be too hard to figure it out. If you just look at it, you'll be able to figure it out. So the back design consists of orange, white, and that brownish black that I couldn't figure out. They do have thin borders, which is nice, and I'll show you that when we get to the handling because they look nice in fans. So as you can see, there's a lot of detail in the back design, and like I said about the face cards, the lines are not straight, none of it is perfect, so I think that's really neat. So now that we've taken a look at the design of the deck, let's take a look at the handling. I don't think they said what the stock and finish of the deck is, but it feels just like air cushion finish and bicycle stock. The deck doesn't hold up too well, so it handles well when you're first using it, but after you use it for just a little bit, it starts to clump and not handle as well. But it's not a super short lasting deck. So for fans, the deck is really nice. The indices show about halfway, but it still looks cool. And with those thin borders, you do get the fan designs, which is nice. So you can see some of the design when you fan it. Pressure fans are nice and easy because this stock is very, very soft. So there is a pressure fan. The stock is really soft, but it's also really springy. So that makes it good for springs and dribbles. So that's great. Thumb fans with this deck are nice. They're easy to do. Spreads in the hands are nice and easy to do, and the design shows. And spreads on the close-up pad are also very nice. The design shows a lot, and that bright orange just pops. Lapel spreads with this deck are nice. They're pretty easy to do. The stock is soft, so it makes it nice and easy. Pharaohs with this deck are also very nice. It Pharaohs nice and smooth, which is great. So there is what a Pharaoh looks like. So very, very nice. Giant fans with this deck are really cool. As you can see, the design shows a lot, which is nice, and it just looks very nice. So overall, the design of the deck is really, really cool. It's a very unique design. It's fully custom, which is nice. And the handling is alright. Like I said, it's not a very long-lasting deck, which isn't that great. But $1 for every deck goes to the World Wildlife Fund, which is a great organization. I'll put a link in the description box below to where you can get this deck. And please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe.